Welcome back to my channel Visualize with Winnie. In this video we will talk about the book list of UPSC examination. So we will talk about the subject books in each category, and I will tell you what to read and what not to read in these books for your examination. And I want you to understand that you have to prepare both prelims and mains in one go. Don't prepare for prelims separately and mains separately. That is the mistake most people do, so don't do that. Try preparing both at the same time. And without any further delay, let's get into the topic and learn what are the books required for prelims as well as mains. And please, these resources are very important. And one important tip that I would like to give you is keep the resources minimum. Keep the resources minimum. Please keep the resources very minimum, and only when you keep the resources very minimum it will be easy for you to revise. So please don't go for more and more books. Stick on to only certain books, only one or two books per subject. That will be more than sufficient. Don't go for one book, two books, three books, six books, seven books for a subject. Of course you will learn more, but understand that the time limit is very small. Only 1 year you get to prepare, and within that you are supposed to learn 6 to 7 subjects, and you have to continuously revise. So I would advise you to keep the resources as minimum as possible and try to utilize those minimum resources to the optimum level. That will really help you in your preparation. So without any further delay, I will talk about the subject. So first let's talk about history. In history, in ancient, there are three kinds of subjects in history: ancient, medieval, and modern. Apart from this, you also have art and culture. So for these three subjects, ancient history, medieval history, as well as art and culture, I would like you to, in art and culture, please read only NCERTs. That is more than sufficient. If you want, certain people will read R.S. Sharma, etc. But I think these books are more than sufficient, because all the basics will be covered in these books. And only if you cover such kind of books, NCERTs of ancient history, medieval history, and art and culture, which is basically the 11th and 12th NCERT of ancient, medieval, and art and culture. If you complete these three things, you can go for that more advanced books. First, try to complete ancient, medieval, art and culture books, that is 11th and 12th NCERT of history. And then for modern history, you can read the NCERT. And if you think that modern history is easy for you, or you have some basics of history, you can either go for Bipin Chandra, or can either go for Bipin Chandra or Spectrum. This book is more of a story book. This book is more of a answer writing or fact come book. So I read Spectrum and I felt that it was comfortable for me. So you just read 5 to 10 pages of both the books and understand which book is comfortable for you, and you can read those books. So this is all about history for ancient, medieval, and art and culture NCERTs of 11th and 12th. And for modern history, you can read the NCERT books and then cover either Bipin Chandra or Spectrum. That will give you a full idea of history. So next, going to polity. It is important that you read NCERTs. You can go from 9th to 12th polity books, because they are really good. They will help you in understanding more of the basics. But if you think that you don't have time, you can go for Laxmikanth. I would recommend you to read polity from 9th to 12th. but if you don't have time, you can go for Laxmikanth. And this is the book that most people read. Some people read D.D. Basu, etc. But I think Laxmikanth is sufficient for you to learn things, because all the prelims comes fact are covered here. But understand that Laxmikanth is more of a fact oriented book. You don't have any stories there. You should learn how to write the contents in Laxmikanth in mains answer writing. That is the only thing that you have to understand reading Laxmikanth. So for polity, only two things, NCERT and Laxmikanth. Next comes geography. Geography can be split into two things. One is Indian geography, another one is world geography, or natural or fundamentals of geography, you can call. That is the basics of geography. So this fundamentals will be covered in your 11th NCERT, and Indian geography will be covered in your 12th NCERT. So these two books are very, very important. Please don't skip NCERTs of geography. Most questions are asked only from here. So try reading both these NCERTs and try understanding each and every concept in these books. And apart from this, you can also read. If you complete this alone, go for Certificate of Indian Geography. Certificate of Indian Geography. Certificate of Geography. Certificate of Geography by G.C. LEONG. So G.C. LEONG. But I would recommend you to read these NCERTs first, and only if you finish NCERTs you can go for this book. Otherwise, both these NCERTs are sufficient. And apart from this, also have an atlas, World and Indian Atlas, Orient Black Swan or Oxford Atlas, whatever you're comfortable with. Have an atlas and connect it with the newspapers as and when you find. That will be sufficient for geography. For geography, the basics is the NCERT books, and apart from that, you can also read G.C. LEONG book if you complete things. And then when it comes to economics, I read only one book, that is by Shankar IAS, Indian Economy by Shankar IAS. This is the only book I read for economics, and this book consists only of 100 pages, only 100 to 120 pages only. Some people also read Ramesh Singh, but that is a very, very big book which will make you tired, because lots and lots of facts are spoken there. So I would request you to learn Shankar IAS itself, because all the basic facts are covered in Shankar IAS. And for extra facts, you can get the help of the newspapers, everyday newspapers or magazines, etc., and keep in touch with economics in that way, or else you have to read Ramesh Singh only. So I would suggest that going with newspapers as well as Shankar IAS would be a better idea when it comes to economics, in my perspective. You can also go for Ramesh Singh if you feel it is comfortable. This is all about economics. And for other subjects like science and technology, international relations, these are all dynamic concepts. So newspapers and current affairs are the basic things that you should learn. And another subject I forgot to mention is environment. And for environment, Shankar Academy's book, Shankar Academy's environment book, you can go through. It is a very good book actually, for the kind of questions that were repeatedly asked in 2019, be it bodies, organizations, acts, everything will be given in this book, so that you can easily refer to this. So for environment, I suggest reading Shankar IAS Academy book. That too only selected topics. You don't have to read everything, but only selected topics. You can skip certain topics and learn it from NCERT geography books itself, or other classes from YouTube also you can do. But especially these bodies, organization, acts, etc., please do it from COP, do it from Shankar Academy's book, because they have given in a precise manner. So these are all the basic books that you have to read for the UPSC preparation, be it prelims nor mains. So these are the resources that I learned, and I learned only these resources. These are the very minimal resources that one can utilize to the optimum. Keep repeating and revising these books again and again, so that you will not forget things and you will have clarity over things. I would suggest reading these basic books. Once you are comfortable with these basic books, you can definitely go for other books suggested by other people also to get further idea of the subjects. But please complete all these basic books. Some people say to read NCERT from 6 to 12, but it depends from person to person. If you feel that you need more basic knowledge, you can also go read from 6 to 12th, or I think these things which I mentioned is more than sufficient if you feel that you can still read and understand things. And for current affairs, my suggestion would be, as I always say, read newspapers. You don't have to mug up, because the repeated news, automatically you will start analyzing things and automatically you will understand things. So don't think of mugging it up, and don't take those times. Even at the end, if you read newspapers, at the end of the day, when you read Vision or Insights or whatever it is, monthly magazines, these monthly magazines will help you in the preparation. And if you continuously read the newspapers, it will be very easy for you to complete it very soon, the monthly magazines also. So current affairs, don't take it as a big burden. Read every day's newspaper. At the end of the day, you can either go for PT 365 or monthly magazines. Keep revising the current affairs, and I think this is all what you have to do for the prelims and mains. And don't forget to prepare for CSET also, the basic sums. You can get some book and try solving them every day for half an hour. That will be more than sufficient, I think. CSET, it is not that you should solve only this book. Just go for the topics, take 10 sums and solve every day. More than sufficient. And I think I have covered everything in this video, the complete book list. If you have any doubt, you can leave it down in the comment section for any subjects or any other queries you have. And if you like, do subscribe, share, and keep preparing and aspiring. Thank you.